But to stay on track, today I am going to be talking about In Cart Upsell, a Shopify app that helps merchants just like you increase average order value through embedded upsell offers on the cart page, in the Ajax cart, and on the cart drawer itself. So from an agenda standpoint today, we are going to be talking about In Cart Upsell, the history of it, why it even came to be in the first place. We're going to go through some product pages, some cart pages, some Ajax carts to show you how it looks in action. And then we're going to go through the back end of In Cart Upsell. I'm going to show you the dashboard. We're going to create an offer, and all of this can be done without ever having to tap a development resource, which is really handy. It's great that you have a developer on hand, but us non-technical people, myself included, marketers, really want to have control. And in order to keep that control, we have to have that fluidity and availability to be able to do things on our own. So let's talk about the history of In Cart Upsell first. So In Cart Upsell, the developer started developing the solution in 2015 because he saw a huge need out there. You're all spending all kinds of money on advertising, on Facebook ads. Don't even get us started on iOS 15. I know. But how do you really maximize that ROAS on the post-click side and squeeze as much out of the opportunity as possible? People are already purchasing products anyway, and so why not offer them complementary products without having to dig through your store and your myriad of SKUs in order to find products that they would want to buy anyway? So In Cart Upsell was born. The technology was developed with conditional logic that enables everybody to have a really seamless experience. I know I've heard some horror stories about people going to product pages or cart pages, and they get these upsells that are absolutely heinous. They make no sense to the experience whatsoever. You're buying products maybe for your dog, and you're seeing products for like your cat, or a cat, and you don't even have a cat. So it's this disjointed experience that really kind of ruins your relationship with your customer. And so we want to empower the customer, and In Cart Upsell was born in the Shopify App Store in 2016. So that's a little bit of a history about In Cart Upsell, why it came to be. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like on product pages. Everyone excited? Want to see anything? Should we do this? All right, let's go. I'm just going to take that as yeah. All right, so the first example is a company, Antique Candle Co. Antique Candle Co. is near and dear to my heart. They're a female-owned business. They have around 60 employees. They're out of Indianapolis, and they sell candles. And so with their candles, they wanted an opportunity, when you're buying expensive candles, you want an opportunity to be able to offer complementary products that really make sense in the overall flow. And when you sell complementary products that complement the product that they're already getting, it increases your relationship with your customer base. So not only are you increasing your average order value, but you're also increasing your relationship with your customer because they're buying more of your products. So say somebody comes in as a first-time purchaser, they're buying, maybe let's go to an example, maybe they're buying this bundle, this apple butter and vanilla bean bundle for $51. They're scrolling through, they're taking a look at things, they're adding this to their cart, and oh, guess what? They see this upsell opportunity to buy something that absolutely is a no-brainer, complements the existing purchase, and something that they would want to have to increase the longevity of the product itself. You're going to cut the wick off. You're going to be able to keep the candle for longer, and it's such a low cost. Why not add that to the cart? So they're happy that you've done that for them without them having to sort of dig through all of the products that you offer. And yeah, so yay, you now have raving fans. And guess what? They're probably going to go ahead and post this on social media. They're maybe going to tell their friends. You may have some UGC content that you can use for future marketing. And, it's hard enough to get a customer into your store. You may be paying a lot of money to get there in the first place, but really retaining them, that lifetime customer value is how you make money. And so giving them this experience is really helping them with that pursuit. So let's go ahead and go into the cart page. So I've got this offer. I've got the upsell that was given to me as well. And I'm super excited. So I can go ahead and check out. I've now increased my average order value by $16, and I'm quite happy to make this purchase and carry on. Okay, so that's the first example. The second example is with a company called Revival Inc. Revival Inc. sells t-shirts. They're really, really cool. And I've already gone ahead and I put this t-shirt, this women's t-shirt in the cart. And the upsell here is in a carousel format, which is really cool. So I could scroll through this. This looks absolutely native to the page itself as well. And I could just easily add this to my cart. And it's about half the cost of what I was going to be buying originally. And oh, look, I can continue to buy more. So they're just going to keep serving me up relevant products that I likely would want to buy that would help complement this experience as it is. So again, seamless experience, really cool opportunity. I'm stoked to be a part of this with this customer. And I'm now buying a little bit more than I was going to be buying otherwise. No pop-ups, nothing that's annoying the experience whatsoever. And I'm super happy to make this purchase. Okay, so let's move on. Sorry, I think I've got like a weird tech thing happening here. Kind of the theme of today, huh? All right, so let's move on to Secret Sneaker Store. Secret Sneaker Store sells sneakers. So let's go ahead and see what they have going on here. All right, so I've got these Yeezys that I can add to my cart. So let's go ahead and add that to my cart. Let me move this over. All right, and then it pulls out an Ajax cart. So for those of you that don't know, this is what an Ajax cart looks like. Super cool because I'm on the product page. It's not interrupting anything. I don't have to click additional buttons. It's now just pulling up this opportunity for me to check out quite easily. If you're spending this kind of money on a pair of shoes, likely you're going to want it to be, from a customer standpoint, you're going to want an ease of use. Customers expect a lot more out of their shopping experiences than they've ever had before. After this past year that we've had, where people didn't even get to go into an online store, you need to wow and dazzle them with the opportunities available that you're giving. And doing things like this just makes it super easy for them to feel like you get them. You're making the flow as easy as possible for them. And then we have another carousel upsell opportunity that you can scroll through. You can quickly add something to the cart. Again, really relevant stuff. So you can add a shield. You can add a case. So maybe you're buying this as an investment and you want to display them and flex it a little bit, or you just want some kind of cover or coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. And you noticed before on the last upsell offer, you could easily go through the opportunity and just keep buying more through the upsell, right? It was like a stacked offer we had, and it was just like you can continue to keep buying more. They're basically just showcasing. It's almost like a conveyor belt where they're just like showcasing more products. Like, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. In this case, they're like, it's such a high price point. We want to keep it moving. So we're going to have you add this to the cart and you're going to check out and we're going to collect your money and we're going to move on. So just the reason why I think it's really cool that we're showcasing all of these different opportunities or ways that you can showcase cross-sell and upsell offers is to show the breadth and depth of what In Cart Upsell can offer you as a merchant. You know, you're not stuck. We're not stuck to one way, shape, or form, just like us as people, us as stores. We're not a one size fits all. And so In Cart Upsell knows that and is flexible with you and is able to tailor your offers to your specific needs, however you want to showcase them. All right, so let's move on to the next example here. We have Planet Love Naturals. Planet Love Naturals sells some CBD products. They have some really cool branding. Let's go ahead and let's go to the product page for this. And oh, look, we have an upsell bundle opportunity here, which is super cool. So In Cart Upsell also integrates seamlessly with Shopify's native discounts. And so as you can see here, if you were to buy this bundle, which is showcasing a product that already exists within the product page that I'm looking at, you're going to get a discount. So I was originally going to buy something, or I was interested in buying something for $59.99. And now it's showing me that I can buy all of these things that super complement each other for $118. Well, I mean, duh, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I mean, it's just such a low opportunity for me. And I've now increased my average order value. And again, what I was saying before, where now I have an opportunity to really experience a lot more products from this brand, and I may become a raving fan. And then now we have an upsell. This is a stacked upsell opportunity on the cart page, and it's presented in a really cool way. So I can choose the quantity that I'm interested in. I can choose all 3 of these and add these to my cart if I want. I could choose 1 or 2, absolutely fine. My choice. We can choose my own adventure. But it's really cool because it just feels like they care about me. It doesn't feel like, oh, they're trying to suck more money out of me. It feels like they're trying to make this as easy as possible for me to buy more products from them. And I'm quite happy to do so. So thank you. Thank you, Planet Love Naturals. I will become a raving fan now. All right, so let's review where we've been so far, and then we'll go into the last example on the product page before we go into the demo showcasing how to set up an offer in In-Cart Upsell. Okay, so the first upsell that we saw was actually on the product page. It looked super native. It looked like it belonged there. It was kind of no-brainer, very, very low price point, and it made sense to the purchase that I was already making, so quite easy to add it to my cart. Then we saw a carousel upsell on the cart, or on the cart page, that was extremely complementary to what I was already purchasing, including the exact same size that I was already purchasing. So just easy to add that to the cart, move on, keep it moving. And then we saw the sneakers, where we saw the Ajax cart pop out, and we were able to add an upsell, get that sale moving, and move on. And then lastly, so far we've seen the bundle upsell on the product page, and then we saw bundle upsell on the cart page. So again, a couple different ways that you can approach this. There's many more that we haven't talked about today and we won't be covering today. So if you have any questions for us, our support does live chat 24/7, not 24/7, I'm making that up. They do sleep, but we do have live chat support. So definitely hit them up after this. And that is available on incartupsell.com on our site. So yeah, definitely check that out. Okay. So our last example today is, so I'm the director of marketing for In Cart Upsell. As Blair alluded to in the beginning, I'm the director of marketing for 10 Shopify apps in total, one of which is Product Customizer that is going to be presenting next. So you're definitely going to want to stick around for Push Pesh to tell you a lot more about Product Customizer. But I would be absolutely remiss if I didn't flex how well Product Customizer and In Cart Upsell work seamlessly together on one store. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to flex a little. All right, so let's go ahead and put this dozen of cookies into play. And then we're going to choose. So I'm going to give this as a gift to my friend Anna for her birthday, and I am going to build my own dozen. So this is Product Customizer in play, where I am choosing the flavors that I want, which is quite fun. Now I'm hungry. I want the Oreo birthday blast, obviously. I want the chocolate chip. Let's see, peanut butter, naturally. And then I'll take the red velvet. And I want to maybe like write a little note to my friend here. Birthday, if I can type. And again, just kind of really going through the flexibility of Product Customizer. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart, and I'm going to check out. So here we go. We're going to check out, and oh, look, we have an upsell opportunity. Guess you guys couldn't see that one coming. And again, it's a low entry point here. And I'm going to go ahead and add those stickers to my cart. It's $1.25, super easy. Like, why wouldn't I add that? And again, another way that a merchant is handling this. So they're like, okay, we want to get that money into our funnel. We don't want to mess around with displaying millions of upsell opportunities. They're getting their dozen cookies. They're getting some stickers. Let's get them checked out. Let's get them going. Let's ship out those cookies to Anna for her birthday. All right. So now that we've gone through what In Cart Upsell looks like in a few different ways, let's go ahead and take a look at In Cart Upsells dashboard. So you log in, this is what you're going to see. You're going to be immediately brought into some numbers. So you can look at some numbers at a glance. You can look at your all-time revenue, your offers displayed, and your offers that were added to the cart. This is a dummy environment, so obviously these numbers are not accurate or anything close to what we'd see with our customers. But yeah, this is kind of just an idea of what it would look like. And then this is like the central nervous system of the app. So you have different sections that you can go through. This is where you're going to create your offers. This is how you're going to analyze how things are going. And then this is how you're going to set up your brand guidelines or how things look. So as we saw in each of those examples, everything looks super seamless. It really looked native to the UI. It didn't look like something that was built outside of what was happening. So that's where you're going to go ahead and set that up. And all this can happen without ever needing a developer. All right.
Just a quick heads up, Deb, 3 minutes.
Perfect. That's all I have left. So let's go ahead and create an offer. Let's name this our Black Friday, Cyber Monday shirt. And then let's go ahead and add a product. So because it's our shirt campaign that we're doing for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, let's go ahead and add that. Whoa, what is that? That's another way to showcase an upsell offer. So a really cool animation that can be created to draw attention to your upsell offer. Just want to kind of put the caveat that this is definitely not something that's available out of the box. This is not something you can do as a non-technical person. You are definitely going to want to tap some development resources, but do not worry. Our our support team is ready to take your recommendations, and they'll do this for free for you. So just contact support and they'll get this made for you. No cost, no problem. Okay, and so the look and feel, so the standard stuff, you can change the call to action. You could set up some parameters here, again, making it as smart as possible. And then where you're going to display your offer. So you can pick 2 out of these 3 options on the cart page, Ajax cart, or on the product page itself, 2 or 1 of those things. And then this is where you're going to do the if-then statement. So that conditional logic that we talked about, to make sure that if I'm shopping for a women's t-shirt, I'm getting served women's relevant products that make sense to what I'm doing. So you're going to create those rules here. And then you have some more advanced options that are available where you can do some A/B testing. Don't worry, you set up the A/B tests in the beginning, and the technology will automatically just start showing your offer to the winning variant. So no problems there. You set it, you forget it, and it figures it out, and Bob's your uncle. So, and then if you have, many stakeholders a part of the approval process and getting these offers up and running, maybe you have a coordinator that creates the offer, they put it in drafts, they hand it over to the decision maker. And once the decision maker gets through with the edits and the approval, they hit publish, they hit save the offer, and we're off to making a higher conversion rate on existing purchases, because now we have upsells going out there to the public. Okay, so that's In Cart Upsell in a nutshell, and I know I have to close, so I'm going to close here. This is In Cart Upsell on the Shopify App Store, so you can either search for it in the search box here. You can go to this URL here. I believe we provided one in the Zoom, and then we'll provide it in other places as well. You can simply add the app, and it will be set up in a number of seconds. You don't need a developer to do this. No code is required. There's a free plan available, and there's a 30-day free trial. So it makes it super easy for you to get up and running with low friction. We are very proud that we have the 4.8 rating, and the pricing is based off of your Shopify plan. So you get to enjoy all of the great benefits as long as you're paying for the app. And when we talked about Antique Candle Co., in less than 6 months, they increased their sales by $149,000 with upsell offers, and they had over 21,000 offers that were added to their cart. So when you look at that, it's seriously a nominal fee for that kind of uplift in their conversion. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time.
You were a rock star, Deb. Thanks so much for bringing the energy. I love it. No, that was incredible. And awesome. You've got a hats off, Deb, from Tanvir in the chat. Yeah. Lots of engagement in the chat for that one. So jump in there. Awesome. Awesome.